When your liver screams insulins, see you wake up feeling tired, not enough to call in sick, not enough to see a doctor, just a lingering heaviness, as if something deep inside is smoldering, formless, unnamed. After meals, your stomach feels bloated by mid-morning, your mind is foggy, unfocused. You assume it's stress, overwork, or maybe just lack of sleep. But maybe it's not. It could be your liver, one of your most vital organs, silently crying out for help, and you haven't been listening. Numbers don't lie according to the World Health Organization, who more than 2 million people die every year from liver-related diseases. Among them, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, is becoming increasingly common, now one of the leading causes of cirrhosis and liver cancer in young adults. In the world, data from the Ministry of Health shows nearly 30% of the urban population suffers from fatty liver, yet over 80% are unaware they have it. The modern disease, silent but destructive fatty liver, doesn't cause pain, fever, or immediate collapse, but it stores fat, inflames the liver, creates silent scarring, and day by day, it erodes your body's detox, metabolic, and immune capabilities. It leaves you fatigued, mysteriously gaining weight, bloated, and sluggish. It silently increases your risk of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and hormonal disorders. And most dangerously, it opens the door to liver cancer. You don't see it coming, but it sees you every day. When you rush through greasy meals, when you work late under stress, when you ignore the early signs your body tries to whisper. Then one day, you hear the doctor say, "We found your liver has reached fibrosis stage 3, and at that moment everything slows down. But it's already too late. Fatty liver is no small issue. It's the body's first warning sign if you choose to listen. What is fatty liver? When your liver becomes a fat storage warehouse, the liver, located under your right rib cage, is the largest chemical factory in your body. Each day, it performs hundreds of vital functions, filters and purifies. Blood breaks down toxins from food, alcohol, and medications, processes fats and sugars, stores energy and essential vitamins, produces bile to aid digestion. But when fat starts accumulating excessively in the liver, this factory begins to break down. What is fatty liver? Fatty liver, also called hepatic steatosis, occurs when fat makes up more than 5 to 10% of the liver's weight. In other words, the liver stops processing fat and starts storing it. And the longer something is left to rot, the more likely it is to inflame and decay. There are two main types. Alcoholic fatty liver disease, AFLD, found in people who drink alcohol frequently. Ethanol damages liver cells and causes fat accumulation. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, the most common today, accounting for 75 to 90% of all cases, occurs in people who don't drink, but overconsume fats and sugars, live sedentary lifestyles, or endure chronic stress. A silent yet dangerous progression. Fatty liver progresses through 4 stages. Simple steatosis, fatty liver, fat builds up without inflammation, no symptoms yet, reversible if caught early. NASH, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, fat causes liver inflammation and cell damage. Scar tissue begins to form. Fibrosis, scar tissue spreads, gradually replacing healthy liver cells. Liver function declines. Cirrhosis, irreversible damage. The liver hardens, shrinks, and loses function. High risk of liver failure, cancer, and death. Why is this disease so dangerous? Because most people don't realize they have it until stages 3 or 4. And by then, it's too late to reverse. Treatment becomes a matter of preserving what's left, not full recovery. It's like a house being eaten away by termites. You don't see it, but it's quietly crumbling day by day until the foundation collapses and you're left with no shelter. Fatty liver is your body's way of saying your lifestyle is off track, and if you don't correct it, the cost won't just be your health. It could be your life. Causes why your liver is getting scarily fatter each day. Why fatty liver doesn't just happen. It doesn't strike like an accident. It creeps in slowly, little by little, through everyday choices you thought were harmless. 1. Overnutritious but unhealthy diet. This is the most common cause. Eating too much sugar and refined carbs, white bread, white rice, soda-consuming fried foods, processed foods, and fast food. Drinking excessive alcohol or sugary soft drinks. Eating too fast. Not chewing thoroughly, eating late at night. Each time you have a greasy hamburger or a sugary soda, you're Overloading your liver with fat. The excess is stored in your liver, day after day. It turns your liver into a true fat warehouse. 2. Sedentary lifestyle. When your liver gets lazy, the body was designed to move. But modern life keeps us sitting more, walking less, staying up late, and constantly stressed. Sitting for hours in front of screens, rarely exercising, not walking or moving after meals, staying up late, snacking at night when energy isn't burned. Sugar and fat build up in your liver and bloodstream. 3. Chronic stress. The liver's invisible enemy. Prolonged stress raises cortisol levels, disrupts metabolism, and increases visceral fat, including liver fat. Constant irritability, anxiety, insomnia, work, financial, and family pressure. Negative emotions left unresolved. Stress doesn't just affect your mind. It destroys hormonal balance and makes your liver more prone to inflammation and fat buildup. 4. Metabolic disorders. The silent saboteurs. People with these conditions have a much higher risk of fatty liver. Type 2 diabetes, abdominal obesity, high blood fat, triglycerides, cholesterol. Metabolic syndrome. When the body can't properly process sugar and fat, the liver becomes a toxic dump site for excess waste. 5. Hormones and genetics. Postmenopausal women, middle-aged men, family history of fatty liver, diabetes, or obesity conditions like hypothyroidism, polycystic ovary syndrome (PCOS), increase the risk. Genetics is not destiny, but without lifestyle changes, the risk of developing fatty liver rises dramatically. 6. Medications and toxins. Long-term use of corticosteroids, birth control pills, certain antibiotics or painkillers, exposure to harmful chemicals, food, preservatives, and polluted water. The liver is the body's detox center. So any toxin, no matter how small, accumulates in the liver first. In summary, fatty liver isn't the result of a day or a week. It's the accumulation of years of unhealthy habits, quietly but persistently, like a car that never gets maintained. Filled with bad fuel, left unused, it will eventually break down. The good news, if your lifestyle caused it, your lifestyle can also reverse it, if you start today. Symptoms. The body's silent cries for HLP. Fatty liver has no clear symptoms in its early stages. That's why most people don't find out until it's too late, when inflammation, fibrosis, or even cirrhosis has already begun. But if you listen carefully to your body, you'll notice these subtle warning signs. 1. Unexplained fatigue. You feel drained all day, even without overexertion, like your energy has been sucked dry, especially after meals. You assume it's lack of sleep, but even after resting, you're still exhausted. This could be due to your liver's reduced ability to metabolize nutrients, making it harder for your body to absorb energy. 2. Bloating, indigestion, gas. You eat small portions but feel uncomfortably full. You often burp, feel mildly nauseous, or even experience irregular diarrhea. A weak liver can't produce enough bile to digest fats, leading to incomplete digestion and gut disturbances. 3. Dull pain under the right rib cage. This is where your liver resides. If you feel mild, sharp, or lingering pain after fatty meals or alcohol, it could be your liver swelling due to fat buildup or inflammation. 4. Dark urine, pale stool. Often overlooked. When liver function declines, bile pigments aren't properly eliminated. Urine appears dark yellow or even brown. Stool turns grayish or unusually light-colored. 5. Skin changes, dullness, acne, itching at night. The liver filters toxins. When its function drops, toxins build up under the skin, causing dryness, dull complexion, and itching. Frequent breakouts, hives, or rashes, especially at night. Some may experience hair loss, dry eyes, or cracked lips. 6. Rapid weight gain or uncontrolled weight loss. You may accumulate belly fat or visceral fat despite eating normally. Conversely, in later stages, you may lose weight rapidly due to the liver's inability to absorb or synthesize nutrients. If you notice 2 or more of these signs, treat them as a warning. Don't wait until jaundice or hardened liver signals that it's too late. Consequence is what happens if you ignore fatty liver. Fatty liver isn't just a little fat in the liver. It's the gateway to serious, often irreversible complications, especially if diagnosed late. Here are the major consequences of ignoring this seemingly harmless condition. 1. Hepatitis. Widespread liver cell damage. As fat builds up, the liver becomes inflamed, and healthy cells start dying. The body reacts by forming scar tissue, leading to chronic hepatitis. 2. Liver fibrosis and cirrhosis. The liver shrinks and fells dense. Scarring blocks blood flow through the liver, causing reduced detox capacity, increased portal vein pressure, fluid buildup in the abdomen, ascites, easy bruising, bleeding, and infections. Once cirrhosis sets in, there is no cure. You can only slow it down with medication or consider a liver transplant. 3. Liver cancer. The most devastating outcome. Fatty liver is a leading precursor to hepatocellular carcinoma, HCC, one of the deadliest cancers in Vietnam and globally. For many, the first diagnosis isn't fatty liver, it's advanced stage liver cancer. 4. Higher risk of other metabolic diseases, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease and stroke, metabolic syndrome, cholesterol disorders, abdominal, obesity, insulin resistance. Fatty liver doesn't kill instantly, but it's the silent enabler of many deadly conditions. Fatty liver is a chronic disease, often symptomless, but never harmless. If you recognize it, you still have a chance to change. If you ignore it, you're gambling the rest of your life. Effective ways to control and treat fatty liver. Her liver has the amazing ability to heal itself if you give it the right conditions. And treating fatty liver doesn't have to be complicated, as long as you do it properly and consistently. 1. Adjust your diet. Reduce animal fats, organ meats, fried and greasy foods. Limit refined sugars, soft drinks, sweets. Increase leafy greens, low sugar fruits, soluble fiber. Focus on plant-based protein, beans, mushrooms, fatty fish. Omega-3 suggested menu: oatmeal porridge, steamed vegetables, steamed fish, celery, apple, lemon juice. 2. Exercise regularly, 30 minutes per day, 5 days a week. Gentle exercises, brisk walking, cycling, yoga, meditation. Physical activity burns visceral fat, improves insulin sensitivity, and reduces stress on the liver. 3. Lose weight safely. If overweight, aim to lose 0.5 to 1 kilogram per week. Avoid crash diets or extreme detox plans. They may do more harm than good. 4. Seek medical support when needed. Doctors may prescribe medications to lower blood lipids, regulate blood sugar, or support liver function. Natural liver protectants like silymarin or artichoke extract may be used alongside. Important: never self-medicate with herbal remedies or unverified folk treatments. Lifestyle for prevention. Live to keep your liver light, clean, and healthy. A healthy lifestyle doesn't just prevent fatty liver, it builds a foundation for lifelong well-being. Sleep early, wake early, help your liver rest and recover, especially after 11 p.m. Avoid staying up late and eating at night, to habits that damage your liver the most. Reduce stress, balance emotions, practice meditation, deep breathing, listen to calming music. Avoid chronic anxiety, the silent killer of liver health. Stay hydrated. Drink at least 2 liters of clean water daily. Helps the liver filter blood and eliminate toxins more effectively. Limit alcohol, tobacco, and stimulants. The fewer toxins you consume, the more your liver can recover. Every small action is a big step toward true healing from within. Final message: protecting your liver is protecting your LIFA every day. Your liver works tirelessly behind the scenes, filtering toxins from your blood, metabolizing nutrients, storing vital energy for your survival. But when it's exhausted, it can't cry out. It only whispers faint signals, hoping you'll notice. And if you're reading this now, it means you've started to hear that call. A small decision can change your entire journey to wellness. Don't wait until pain forces you to act. Prevent it today. Don't depend on medication for life. Return to a natural, healthy lifestyle. Don't just survive each day. Live energized and love yourself more fully. Fatty liver is a warning sign, but it's also an opportunity to come back to yourself and care for your body from the root. To you, on the journey of healing, you are not alone. Many are walking the same path, choosing healthy meals, waking early to move, and setting aside time each day to rest, truly rest. And those small, quiet actions are the shield protecting your most precious organ. If this video has helped you, share it with your loved ones. You might save another liver. Subscribe to this channel so I can walk with you in your journey to health, mindfulness, and wholeness. A healthy liver is the greatest gift you can offer your future self. Let's start today.